I'm Morris Chase and I'm with Sussex.
Okay.
I'm Luca Greenslade and with Sussex Young Ringers, team captain.
Okay. And how long have each of you been ringing for?
I've been ringing 9 to 10 months.
Okay.
And I've been ringing for 10 years.
What was it that made you first start bell ringing?
My mum.
And why was that?
Because she wanted me to do something that she does.
And I just found it so interesting. It started just by going around to the different churches and hearing the different clock chimes. And at one church, Paulborough, there was a notice, if you'd like to try it, please come. And we found it very interesting. We came and they taught us. And I was only 8 years old, but they, on a few boxes, it was good. And I learnt to ring there and I've kept on going. I haven't stopped.
What do you think is the most difficult thing about learning to bell ring?
Probably the methods.
Okay.
Yeah. The methods are an excellent challenge. Yes, the methods are the hardest bit, but it's really satisfying once you master it and you get good ringing.
So how do you learn a method? What do you do?
My approach is rather than just looking at the line, but engaging with it. So on the Blue Line app is an excellent app where you can on the phone tap out the line, and then ringing it on the simulator with Able, and just repeated practice, it makes it perfect, and
Right.
that's the best resource to use for that.
Okay. And how about you?
Probably looking at the lines.
Right. And do you have a simulator at your tower?
Not at my tower, but I have a dumbbell at home on a stand.
Right.
And we also built one, and it's an excellent resource just to be able to practice through the method. Generally before a quarter peal or peal is when I use it the most, but it's just to try something new, and to be able to do it at home whenever is the best way to do it, in my opinion. Yeah.
And when you learnt to bell ring, did you go to the normal practices or did you have special classes for learners?
Normal practices.
Okay.
Yes, tagging along to a few different practices locally. As in a rural community like ours, there's not much else. But the local towers at the time were very supportive, and were happy for us to come along, and always been helpful. Yes, indeed.
Would it be useful to you to have things like after-school clubs? If there was an after-school bell ringing club, would that interest you?
Yes.
Yeah, it would have got it. I would have been hooked if I was introduced to it that way as well, because when you're young, it is something exciting to do. I mean, I loved it back then and still do now. That would be an excellent approach to get the new generation.
Have you ever had to pay for bell ringing lessons?
No, bell ringing is it's very much a hobby, and people are very happy to teach for nothing, and it's very kind, and it's an excellent community for that as well. Think of it as an activity you can enjoy, rather than you have to accomplish this and that. Just enjoy it, and the people around you, they're all very nice, and it's a great way. Yeah, it's just great. Yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't have done much different. Yeah.
Great. And how did your ring go today, or haven't you rung yet?
It went good.
Good.
Yes, it went very well. We're not always quite used to ringing on a heavier rate like these, but our effort was pretty good. I'm very pleased.
Was it on the front 6 or the back?
No, it was on all 8.
On 8?
On 8,
fantastic.
yes. Call changes on 8.
Right.
Yes, and we're very pleased. We've had a few different people come in, because we had a few who sadly couldn't make it on the day, but we have good reserves, and we've made the very best of it.
And did you ring at any of the other towers on the way in?
Where did you ring, Morris?
Old Alresford.
Okay.
Yeah, and I came in this morning to ring at Basingstoke.
Okay.
And they're the only tower of the day I had yet not rung at, so I was very pleased to get a ring there.
That's
really
good.
Enjoyed it. And Old Alresford as well.
And will you be going on to Easton or Twyford or the Cathedral at Winchester afterwards?
Yes.
I'm going to try to.
Yep.
If anyone else is, yes.
Yep.
I'd love to ring at the Cathedral again.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.